are the presidents, our mighty, mighty presidents. Through grace and serendipity, they've led our nation through the present. Through triumph and trial, each chapter will be penned, and time will tell how our nation's fate is in the end. The father of our country, George Washington, was one. Two was John Adams, then Thomas Jefferson. Then was James Madison, and also James Monroe. And John Quincy Adams was number 6, you know. Andrew Jackson was the 7th in line. Then Martin Van Buren followed Andy's time. William Henry Harrison was next at number 9. John Tyler James Polk, the states were doing fine. Zachary, Taylor, Millard, Fillmore, Franklin Pierce. As James Buchanan left, things were getting pretty fierce. Abraham Lincoln went to war so we could be one nation living in peace and liberty. Andrew Johnson was the boss in those days. Then Ulysses S. Grant and Rutherford B. Hayes. James A. Garfield was the 20th dude, and Chester A. Arthur showed his aptitude. Grover Cleveland was the president then. Then Benjamin Harrison, then Grover went again. William McKinley demonstrated his skill. Then Theodore Roosevelt charged up the hill. The next in line was William Howard Taft. Then Woodrow Wilson got to try his craft. Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover. All of them presidential shakers and movers. Franklin D. Roosevelt, a truly great man. And Harry S. Truman took the mantle of command. Dwight D. Eisenhower followed close behind. And John F. Kennedy, whose fate was underlined. Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford. All recent presidents that history will record. Then Jimmy Carter lived on Pennsylvania Avenue, and Ronald Reagan lived there for not one term but 2. In 1988 came a presidential push. A kinder, gentler nation elected George Bush. In 1992 and in 1996, we added Bill Clinton to that presidential mix. The year 2000 brought a family into view. George W. Bush was the son our nation knew. In 2008, now you wouldn't believe, our first black president, Barack Obama, got the seat. 8 years later, people showed us back then that they wanted Donald Trump to make this country great again. And then amidst all of the political polemic, Joe Biden got elected during the pandemic. But history shocked us before our very eyes. Trump dodged the bullet, came back a second time. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents with courage and fortitude. They've led our nation through the present. Through triumph and trial, each chapter will be penned, and time will tell how our fate is written in the end. Yeah. Fort Minor. Azoo. Styles of Beyond. Yo, this is a presidential rap.